anything that we do, anything that we're trying to accomplish, you got to take baby steps, right? Because sometimes we look at things as like we trying to get all the way down the road, but we like 20 miles down. You know what I'm saying? So just take baby steps to get down that way.
What's good, guys? Your boy, Mr. Old School Ryder on the Almighty Riders Book Club. Season 4, we're going to start off with one of our fan favorites from season 3. We're going to have Miss Taee Jaxx on the line here today. She's going to be talking about her new book at this time. I think it's book number 3, by the way. You got to go ahead and read it. It's a banger. Shout out to the gang over there as well on your GangTales Publishing, Stanley, and the rest and everybody else. Y'all, it like, man, you guys rolling like death row right now, but yeah, y'all on a roll. So gonna put on these spectacles at this time. What's going on, Taee? Mr. Old School Ryder on the Riders Book Club. What's going on with you, lady?
I'm good. How you doing today?
I'm good. How about you? I haven't did this in a long time. I'm kind of rusty, but yeah, we're here.
Been a long time. And the main thing I keep remembering is that you're allergic to seafood, and that's crazy. That's the main thing I kept remembering.
Still is to this day. Ain't nothing changed.
Yeah, that's just crazy because where I'm from.
Yeah, I heard that. I'm still in Atlanta, GA, of course, home of the everybody got to have a crab boil. They be like $100 for no reason or more. Not that many. It's not that. It's like 10 shrimps in there and like 2 crab legs, but they gonna hit you up because it's Atlanta. The ATL tax.
Yeah. I heard it be like that out there.
So talk to us at this time, Taee. I'm gonna let you rock out for a second. Remind everybody who you are.
Okay, well, to those who don't know, I'm author Taee Jaxx, and the first book that I did put out, for those who don't know me, is In the Family, and that's the first series that I did. And the book that we're gonna be talking about today is Luvin Louisiana Kingpin. And now that's not a part of my In the Family series. However, it is the start of a new series that I want to try to put out because, again, I want to try to start being like an author catalog. I didn't want nobody to pull up my name and just see just one series, pulled up there. I want to try to, just try to start seeing what else I could do with my artistry and try to see what more books I could try to come up with. And that one started speaking to me, and why not? Because, where I'm from. And I decided to just do one about, from home before I do anything else.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You got to get your catalog going. You're on book number 3 right now. You like back to back. I think this one took. Have you been working on this one for like a long time, or you started working on it after part 2 of the other books?
I have been working on that one for a while, mainly because I feel like I had to. I wouldn't say do a lot of research, but I just wanted to be sure, like as far as like the jail situation and everything. I wanted to be sure I had all that, together before I just started putting all that out. And then to those who actually started reading it, and I don't want to put out too much, but to those who actually started reading it, then you would know that it had like a very like soft scene, that it took me a while to kind of get it down because it's about like rape and things like that, and I know that may be a lot for other people to read, so I was kind of conflicted on it, but at the same time I got it down, and I just say I know my supporters will stick with me, because I know a lot of people may feel a way about reading things like that, and I wasn't trying to make anybody uncomfortable who've been through things like that personally in their lives.
Drop a bomb on it. There you go. Hey, they're gonna be all right. Hey, it's your stories and your imagination and true life and everything else. Hey, if they want to do something about it, they can write their own book as well, or be a book critic or whatever. But hey, keep it to yourself.
I read worse, so hey.
Yeah, there's a lot of grammatical. I'm not even saying grammar errors and all type of stuff. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, not true, but some of my other people be trying to talk cash noise, and it be looking sloppy.
And don't really be doing much of that.
Yeah, people just be throwing books out there. I mean, people just throw books out there to say they wrote a book. Don't even really proofread 100%. They say,
So
"Hey, I got a book."
know how the proper, the proper the editors, things like that. It's one thing to say, you're a writer and everything, but I feel like to say you're an author and everything is sort of different. You gotta actually have a passion for something like this to actually get up and actually write type however us authors do it. Because me, I personally type on my phone, but I know other authors that I talk to. Some of them, write pen and paper. Or some have laptops. Some have iPads. But as I've said before, you really gotta have a passion to do something like this because you could you could be inspired to write one day. Because so many people would come up to me and say, I want to write a book, or I want to write a book, and say how they would like to write about their lives. And I always say, it's all about, just getting out and doing it. But you could say, you want to write something, but you could be working on the same book for like 10 years because you didn't think you had that passion, but you probably, didn't have it as much as you think you did. Not to say nothing about anybody who's moving slow or anything, but, that's just my opinion on it.
Yeah, you gotta have that fire in your belly to do any type of project, especially
Yeah.
trying to write a book. I've been trying to. I think I had like 3 or 4 books in me. I've been trying to get these out like for the longest. I just can't. There's always something to come up. I got to put these scraps together. It was going to be like one big old book. I'm like, you know what? This going to be some very interesting stories in different parts of my life. But at the same time, I'm thinking about. I'm like, dang, what's somebody gonna think of me this way? The stuff that happened like in the old days or whatever. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna hold off for a little bit. We're gonna see.
Yeah, and I tell people they shouldn't do that. If you feel like you want to just write one book about your life, then I feel like you should do that. You don't ever know what could happen. But I always feel like if it's in your heart to write something down, then get down there and do it. That's just what I say.
I mean, basically, I want to give a platform to the people they may not be recognized or some of the folks on the come up and stuff like that, and also established folks. We pretty much have a little bit of everybody on the Riders Big Club since 2020, of course. But oh
Hmm.
yeah, if I can't put my books or anything out, at least I can provide a platform for somebody else to be recognized.
Yeah, and see that's a good way to think about it too, and a positive way to do it.
So, how long you been writing this particular book, the Kingpin?
This one it took me, I say like 4 months to kind of write it, but that's mainly because I did start writing part three to End the Family, so I was kind of like jumping back, between books at the same time, and on top of trying to just try to get like a catalog plan together because say the same. I'm trying to just put out like hopefully multiple books this year. So I got here and I just wrote down a couple of titles and just a couple of notes and a couple of ideas for some new books that I wanted to get down. And also loving my Louisiana Kingpin, I do want to do that into a series. However, it may just be like a 2-part series. I'm not trying to do too much on it.
For what it looks like with this particular book, it's going to take a life of its own. Unfortunately, it's a good thing for you. You know, I heard that like several times before with several authors. Like, this going to be a one and done. I got the book out. It's doing this thing. Next thing you know, two, three, four, movie, play, or whatever. Yeah, this book going to take a life of its own. It's going to be a part 2 and 3. You might as well get ready for that.
I was telling myself that too because well, again, I don't want to give away too much, but to those who actually got here and read it to the end, know why I say I might, get up here and it may be a part three because I did some guest character appearances, and if you been following me, then been supporting me and read all my books, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like I'm intertwining characters into different books and everything, and and the way I'm thinking about it, it is coming together, and I'm just trying to tell myself I want to just leave it just as 2 parts because in the family, I want that to be at least 5 parts. So I'm not trying to do too much with that one either.
And you can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you desire out here in these streets. Hey,
Yeah,
ain't nothing but words and
that's true too. That's true
I
too.
mean, you can do you like a little short film or like a short story or whatever real fast. You got an iPhone. Somebody got an iPhone and get your DSLR camera or get somebody to do it real cheap. You can knock something out real fast, make a skit or whatever you want to do out here.
Yeah, I thought about doing things like that as well. And of course, I know all authors say this, but definitely want to try to push towards movies and everything, or into a series, whichever one happens first.
Yeah, basically, one of my authors that was on the show in the past, Naya Moore. I'm not sure you know her. She been with Zane and a bunch of other folks right now. We talked about this like a few years back and also in recent times. I pretty much she was gonna do it. I manifest on her heart. I'm like, this particular time of this year or whatever, you're gonna have your play based on one of the books that nobody didn't really think about like that. And it's gonna be one of your biggest deals. Yo, right now, one of her I like jazz and things like that. One of her books are oh my gosh, you're gonna kill me on this. Oh my god. It's a jazz book. Some people it's sold pretty decent, but it's not one of the biggest ones. But she actually got a play out of it right now. She about to start a play like later this year.
Okay.
They're in rehearsals right now. I'm like, hey, you gotta do your play on this book first.
Yeah, yeah, and I have a feeling something like that would like happen too, because of course I love In the Family because I wrote it for so long. Like that's the first book I ever started writing. But something tells me the more I gradually start writing and start putting out more books, it will be the one book that I wouldn't say didn't care about, but didn't think it would like become into a movie or anything like that. And I feel like that would be the one.
Hey Blanchard living, what's going on? I don't know who that is, but hello to you too.
Got my godmother, yeah.
That's probably directed at you, but hey, we're gonna just act like it's for me right now. But hey, what's up?
Oh, hey, everybody in the comments. I can
Oh
say
yeah, yeah, you deep up in here right now. That's what's up right there, y'all. Oh yeah, what's up, Shay J? Welcome back, by the way. Oh yeah, the movies are most definitely coming. We already watching it like a movie while reading the book. You're absolutely correct on that. Especially the stories like in the deep south of where we from and stuff like that. It's pretty much like a movie with your imagination, whatever you read. The books from
and
you
that's
and
my
everybody else from GangTales as well, and other people that been on the show too.
oh yeah, and that's the whole idea. Especially with me, whenever you read any of my books, I'm very very detailed. So my whole idea is to close off your mind, close off reality, take a drink, whatever it is that gives you peace, and just open up my book and just get into it. Just start pick everything and start picturing it to your head. And people always tell me that it just look like a mini movie or a mini series, and I said let's just hope and pray for that.
Oh yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. You got to come through. I mean, of course, you gotta put the work in, like the man upstairs be saying. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's already there for you. You just gotta go ahead and claim it and put your work into it. It ain't gonna come by itself.
Yes, and manifest. But I say that all the time too. Like, regardless of you wanting things to happen in your life and you wanting stuff to, happen for you, it's all about putting in the hard work and all about trying and all about, what you go do. Because, God could give you your blessings, but self-discipline and all about how you go keep it and how you go keep up with your blessings and just keep it boundaries in your life is that's definitely what I had to learn.
Oh yeah, yeah. Sometimes. Oh yeah. What's going on, Stanley? I see you back there, my guy. I see you, man. I know you lurking, but yeah, you showed your face. I appreciate you, sir. We
Yeah.
knocked out another one over here.
Mhm.
All right, tell us a little bit more about the character. So, what characters made like a guest appearance? I don't know. You can say anything about it, but why did some of the old characters might have crept into the story this time around?
Well, the guest appearances. Well, I could. Well, I can't really say too much, but it's really the wives of the main characters of In the Family. So if you read In the Family, then you'll know what I'm talking about when I say the wives, because I didn't want to give away too many characters without giving away the full series of In the Family, because we don't know who will survive, who's gonna die, or anything. So I'm not trying to give any of that away. So I just threw out a few characters, to make it know. Okay, well, at least we know those two are alive because they're in this series, trying to help these characters out, which they're really gonna need their help at the very very end.
Oh yeah, I ain't nothing wrong with surprise. Y'all gotta buy the book to figure out the surprise. You'll start from the first, second book, then you'll get it with this one.
You pretty much could say that, like, the way that I wrote it, loving my Louisiana Kingpin, the guest stars, their life already happened. So in the family series, everything already took place. So they're older now, married, kids, the ones who are still alive. Let me say that because again, I don't want to give off too much. So it's like
Wow.
they're grown, they're in their like 30s, older 20s, and you know, they're into their lives now. They're helping, other people like Owen and Violet, who's in this story.
Shay J, what you talking about back there? You always doing something. What Zay say? What Zay talking about? Good Shonda. What she talking about?
Um, oh, I gotta get into these comments. Oh, about my nephew. My nephew is probably watching me too,
Man,
and
y'all
he's
always doing something,
starting
boy.
to
I'm telling you.
yeah, he's starting to get his words and everything together now. So he probably just saying good job, Shantae. Looking at the TV or
Oh,
something. Yeah, that's my babies.
oh, they so precious. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure when they start talking, they don't start snitching and stuff like that at a young age. Telling your business.
Yeah, nah, that's my little Ryder right now. I can see it now.
Oh man, I think last time you talked, you was somewhere else. You moved. You back in Louisiana, right?
I'm back in Louisiana for now. Yeah, I didn't want to, give it away, but I was trying to surprise my mom on her birthday this weekend. So I was gonna go to Monroe to go visit her for a little while. But
That's up the
but
way.
yeah,
Monroe's
I,
up the way.
yeah, like and the crazy thing is, it's crazy. I didn't even know it was that far away. I thought she was just like, about an hour or two. But she was like, we're like 3 hours. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's kind of one of them things. I'm still in Atlanta, of course. I drive from Texas from I used to go all the time, but I'm actually going to be leaving for this weekend.
Mm.
Yeah, I gotta do a media thing for the music hip hop awards in Memphis. Yeah, once I leave Memphis, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot to Dallas real quick. Make a little. It's gonna be like a two and a half 3 day trip maybe. I gotta be back at work, of course. You know how I do it.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
in and out.
yeah. Work always comes first.
But whenever you go through, whenever you cross over the bridge from Mississippi into Louisiana, it seems like it take like 3 years to get out of there.
The bridge it's like this long bridge, and it's so long for no reason. It's like sometimes it feel like you could take a nap and you'll wake up and you're still on the bridge. You're looking at nothing but water.
Yeah, I know. You can.
Yeah.
I mean, Alabama. It takes a while. You go through Mississippi, you kind of breeze through it real quick to a certain extent or whatever. I'm like, dang, that's it. But once
Yeah.
you get to once you cross the Mississippi, oh my God, it just ain't no hills or nothing really in Louisiana. Going that way, it's just like straight flat
Yeah, you're right about that one.
until you get to like Streetport or something like that. Next thing you know, you back in Texas. But
Yeah.
that's the only way to start weaving around. But other than that, I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, we almost here. Like, I don't know, we ain't.
Yeah, just nothing but country folk. That is it.
Yeah, that's gonna be the one thing I'm gonna dread this weekend. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be rough. Hold on, if I'm
Yeah.
coming from, oh yeah, I just thought about it. If I'm going, oh yeah, I'm probably not gonna hit Louisiana. That I'm going through. I'm probably going through Arkansas to get back to Texas. Probably, we're going to see.
Yeah. Louisiana just had Mardi Gras that just passed. Or probably still going on, I believe.
I think I'm gonna take 40 all the way down until I get to a certain point. Then I'll hit Texas or whatever. But hey, we're gonna see.
Yeah, I said I
All
want to
right.
take Dallas soon.
So tell us a little bit more about the book and stuff like that. I know certain characters that you have. Hold on one second. Let me grab my notes real quick. Yeah, I can't go off the dome no more. I'm getting a little old right now. Hey, what's so tell us about Owen Johnson.
Okay, so Owen Johnson, so he's the main character, and as I explained in the book, he's the definition of pretty much rags to riches. Like he started off just as a small, simple corner boy, and when he was like 11, 12 years old, and he worked himself all the way up just to be a number one partner with his cousin Marcus. But Owen has dreams just to leave the drug life alone, as most of them do. He has the dream just to leave the drug life alone because they have a big fashion business that's thriving, and in the story, it have this big production company in California that wants to work with them as far as getting their clothes on movie screens and things like that. So he's fully deciding to leave the drug life alone so he can focus on being a legit man, having a real career and everything. But the the prison system in Louisiana and the dirty corrupted system and how it could be at times. It have this one detective that wants to get him arrested, or you could say kill him to try to put him in a jail, just the same as he did with Violet's dad, the other main character, the same as he did with her dad all these years ago, just trying to take down the operation his way.
Oh yeah, that's what I like about Owen. He pretty much like raz the riches. I know he was kind of doing his thing or whatnot, but he trying to make it get it clean and basically just get away from stuff.
Yeah, he that's what he's trying to do. But with him dating Violet, that's what makes it hard because her dad is his boss and he's in jail, and it wasn't planned for them, to fall in love and start dating, but things happen. But also that all that did was just fuel the police officer, a little more. So it just started getting him to start messing with her, and that's what start getting to him because you can mess with me, but you can't mess with her, type deal.
Yeah, he kind of crossed the line pretty much with that one. But hey, that's what happens sometimes when you take risks.
Yeah, that's definitely what happened with it because the mixture life that she's dealing with, she couldn't, deal with the life of him with her being in the foster system, and her just having the crazy life that she had. It was probably best that she doesn't mess with the likes of him, but love conquers all. That's what I say.
I mean, them bad boys, you know how they go. Hey, it be like that.
Yeah, I definitely know.
I mean, opposite of tracking, but in situation like this, like oil and water. It'll mix for a couple of seconds, but it's going to separate real fast.
Yeah, and that's pretty much you could say what happens. I'm again don't want to give away too much, but you could say that's what is gonna happen. Like throughout the story, they're gonna start to see like them being together, or them just trying to make things work. They're just starting to see how much it's starting to mess up everything around them, and how much havoc and how much chaos it just started. And it started with Violet not even knowing anything because she was kind of confused because she didn't even know about her dad or what was going on, or anything until Owen broke everything down to her.
Hey, it be like that sometimes. Okay. What's going on with Violet as well? I know they are. What's going on with her?
Okay, now Violet, poor baby. Now,
I
I mean,
know.
I wouldn't say I'm giving anything away because this is pretty much
No,
like,
don't give us that. Just give us a little bit. That's all.
oh yeah, you pretty much say like this is very much like just the first page with her mom, just being murdered, and her dad, of course, being in jail. So she was placed in foster care throughout her life. But as she was in foster care, that's how she met Owen, and he was just always there for her, as a friend, just making sure she goes to school, making sure she just don't grow up, just not having nobody in her life. and she does have a best friend as well, and that's pretty much all she pretty much have in her life, because the foster family that she deals with, they're no good to her, and she just trying to graduate. She's just trying to do better for herself and do better in her life.
Oh yeah, I mean, even though she seemed like she a good girl, but there's a little toxicity in there as well on her end. She
Yes,
got a
it
little
very much
crazy in
is.
her.
Oh yeah, it very much is. But that's what I was trying to just lean more into is what happens when you be like kind of misguided, you know, with her, doing the things that she was doing when she was so young and everything. I was just trying to, just get the, just trying to get the feel of anybody who's read it, because people could relate. Well, some people could relate to dealing with things like that in their life.
Oh yeah, come on now. There you go. There you
Yeah.
go.
So I definitely,
Wow.
I definitely want to I want to try to make both of their backgrounds sort of, realistic, so some people could, relate to things, especially with Violet and being in the foster system and everything. Because sadly, that really is a big thing in this world. And the prison system, the corruption, the cops, all that is still big in this world today as well. So I definitely
Yeah,
want
pretty
to
much in the
highlight.
set. Yeah, pretty much in the South where we from, man. They still chopping vegetables in some parts of the South in jail.
Yeah,
I
it
mean, it
very.
is in the Constitution. If you get locked up or whatever, you consider to be a slave or whatnot. In
Mhm.
certain parts in the deep South, like Louisiana, Mississippi, or whatever, yeah, they chopping vegetables and picking cotton and everything else still.
Yeah, they truly is though, and it's sad.
Yeah, I got a partner. He told me that when he got locked up a long time ago. I'm like, y'all still chopping vegetables? I couldn't believe it, but yeah, he told me. I'm like, wow, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
and then just the living conditions and everything, just happen the way that they live.
I mean, send prayers to them that's locked down. That's innocent and whatnot. But yeah, a lot of that stuff is like inhumane. To break it. Your spirit.
Yeah, because I still feel like people human. Regardless if they're in jail or not. People deserve just to still be treated as. I'm gonna take that back. Some people, you know, still need to be treated as a human. Not saying for the rapist or anything like that.
There you go. All right, I'm gonna let you rock out a little bit longer on the book and stuff. Although you ain't got to give it away. Tell us a little bit more about it. What other stuff that you might got going on or whatnot.
You mean like as far as like other projects or the book?
Yeah, what other projects you got coming up? I know you working. I know this the
Okay.
newest book right now. I know you guys always cooking over there. I know y'all.
Always, yes, yes, always. But okay, so I can say that I am currently working on part three of In the Family. So everybody could definitely look forward to that. In the Family part three, God Save the King. So that is definitely going to be coming out. Currently working on that. And I am also
Hmm?
working on my merch site as well. So
Hey, can you
that's
hear me?
the reason
Okay,
why
good.
I've been moving a little
Hey,
slower.
Sam,
So
what up? Hold on one second.
I'm gonna have my
Uh
merch
oh.
out.
Wow.
And also I do want to try to work on a little summer love novel, a little standalone story, just something a little summerish. But other than that, try to story. But that's about it. And hopefully, try to talk more about making movies, and who knows, you may see me in one. I want to try to look more into acting too. Whatever makes me uncomfortable, I want to do it. That's my motto this year. Do whatever makes you uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, most definitely true on that. You can hear me still, right?
Oh yeah, I can sit here.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. It kind of for some reason it muted. I don't know why, but hey, we back though. But
Yeah,
all
you
right, let's
good.
see if anybody got anything to say. What's going on with y'all in the chat right now? What kind of suggestions you have for Tay on the next move over here? What y'all got here?
Oh yeah, and anybody?
Oh,
Uh,
YouTube? Okay, sure. Okay, P roll. I've seen you before. Who is that?
P who? Oh, okay.
Who's Sherry? Sherry, P
yeah,
Rio. I think I've seen you
yeah.
before in the
That's my
past.
mom. Yeah, that's my mom. Hey, mom.
Hey.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's always there.
Oh yeah, that's all right there. Okay, that's what's up right there. So this gonna be the part of the show. Tell us where we can find your book at.
Okay, well, you can always find my books on Amazon and on Barnes and Nobles as well. I know I'm on there, and
Hey, it be like
I
that,
also
it's all right.
yeah, the stands, and I also do have some copies left. I do need to work on getting more copies of part one of In the Family because they got sold out. But I do have signed copies left of part two of In the Family and Love. But well, actually, I do the audio thing, so I didn't want to try to do that for people. I know a lot of people.
Oh yeah, you got it. Hey, I mean, part one be back in print form or whatnot. Yeah, I know that one did pretty good and everything. And part two
Yeah,
as well. And also, y'all need to pick up number three. I mean, not number three, but pick up the first book in this particular series.
yes, love
There's gonna be
my
more than one, like I said before. But I know you're
yeah,
working
it
on
will be.
Our Own Family 3, but it's gonna be a 2 after this one.
Yeah, it will be.
My God. So we can find your book on Barnes and Noble, Amazon, and things like that. What your social media and things, stuff like that? What we can find your Instagram or whatever.
Okay, social media always is author Taee Jaxx, TaeeJaxx, and I'm also on TikTok as well. So you can find me on there too. I need to start being more active, but yeah, you can find me on TikTok as well.
Okay, what about? I know you got a YouTube, but yeah, we got to promote that as well. What's your YouTube
Yes,
page?
yes, I need to get
Come
on
on now.
YouTube as well too. It's just my regular name, LaShante Jackson. So if you just type in my name, I'm pretty sure you can find me. But I need to go in and need to update my YouTube because I rarely post. I don't think I ever posted on YouTube, but I definitely need to start.
Yeah, you got to monetize on everything you can get.
Yeah, yeah, and a lot of people tell me that I definitely need to start doing it on there.
So you got to. I mean, if you can get monetized big enough, sure, you can mess around. Don't have to go clock in no more. Or at
Yeah,
least clock in part time or whatever.
yeah, that's the next plan. Hope so. And the
Hey,
movies.
there you go. All right, let me get back on this camera real quick. They want to see me for some reason, but okay. Oh shoot. Oh yeah, hold on. Let me pull back up real quick. By the way, it's your boy Mr. Old School Ryder on the Riders Book Club. If you want to come on the podcast, just hit me up at the Riders Book Club. I'm sorry, at the Riders Book Club at gmail.com. Also, Instagram of the same name. And YouTube, let's go ahead and get your boy 1,000 subscribers on the Riders Book Club as well. We already hit on the regular Mr. Old School Rider channel, but we're going to be on the Riders Book Club tour starting sometime in April. We're going to be doing excuse me. Oh, yeah, we basically going to be doing some book fairs as well. If you want to be on a podcast or whatever, I pop up, just let me know. And link in the bio, and we'll go over the details, of course. But I'll be at your local book fair, book club, or whatever case may be. If you want to see me, pull up. Let's do that. I have the threads ready to go. Oh yeah, what's
Yeah.
going on? Oh, my boy right there, Black Atlantis. What's going on with you, man?
Oh yeah,
What's
yeah.
going on? Oh yeah, Black
He
Atlantis. You got to
supporting
check
us.
him out. He got some woo.
Yeah, he
This
supports me
stuff
as
is
well.
hitting right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know he was back in my back door. I mean, oh my God, pause. But yeah, I didn't know he was like in my close to me basically. But yeah, he also gonna be on the show in the near future as well. But we're gonna be doing the Mr. Old School Rider podcast live. We bringing that back. But one more time, what's your social? Where your book at? One more time.
You can find me on Amazon and Barnes and Noble, and you can hit me up on social media for paperback copies at author Taee Jaxx.
That's facts on that. You right about that. Pause, Black. Oh yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my regular IG and YouTube, which is Mr. Old School Ryder, just like it is all the way. Got some interesting stuff on there as well. You know how I get down, but follow everybody that been on the platform. Buy everything they got, whatever they got, merch, books, whatever. Hey, we done.
Yeah.
All right, Taee, I'm gonna keep you on the line real quick. Let me go ahead and disconnect. We're over and we out. Oh yo, we got the brim on here. Yeah. Peace out. Hold on, Taee. That's right.